Hello, my name is Natalie from Neurographic Academy. Today we have a guest, Ellen, our student from Basic User course and the Specialist course. She has agreed to demonstrate some coloring technique for us. She's creating so very bright colors by using Prismacolor pencils and adding turpentine or the naturalized spirit on top. Let's see how she does it. Thank you, Ellen, for this wonderful video.
Good day, dear Neurographica art friends. Natalie asked me if I could make a video about how to blend color pencil with turpentine. They call it white spirit in English, I think, maybe turpentine. It's de-aromatized, so it does smells a bit, but well, it's way much better to use than the real turpentine. I will show you. But first, let me tell you something about pencil. We have color pencils with a wax base and an oil base. Those are the pencils which can be used with turpentine. You might also try it with some drier pencils like Colorsoft or Derwent. That works well, but it works best with wax-based or oil-based pencils. This one is a Prismacolor. I use this one for my demonstration because most of the people color, a lot of people color with Prismacolor. Well, now let me first explain something. When you have, I don't know how it's really called, but a cut through of your paper will look like this. And depending on the grain of your paper, this can be high and low or less high and low. Like printing paper for your copy machine or your printer is probably something like this, hardly any grain. Well, if we color the top of these grains. And when we use turpentine, we actually dissolve the binder in the pencil, the binder which keeps the pigments together. So that's the time when you use turpentine, you can move your pigments over the paper. Well, best way, of course, is to show you how you can get this nice smooth appearance. Well, I did some pre-work to say. So let me just color. For instance, I might be using a bit darker. I color lightly, and the white you see through the color is because I color soft and I only color the tops. So the valleys, let's say the valleys and the mountain peak and the valleys are white, and that's the white you see through my coloring. So, well, of course it's nice to have another color with it. So I use some magenta. I color softly. I overlap the blue a bit. And add here some more magenta. Add here some more. Let's pour in some turpentine. I have this small bowl and a piece of sponge, and I pour some of the liquid into this little bowl. You can find with a paper stump. You can also use, for instance, a Q-tip, but a Q-tip is quite wet. And this is a paper stump which is made of very stiff rolled paper, and it does sucks the turpentine a bit in, so it will be a bit wet but not dripping wet. So I put in my paper stump in the sponge, so you see a little bit of turpentine is in there now. And now let's solve the binder of the pencil. You see that I move the pigments, the binder is dissolved, I move the pigments over the paper, and you get this nice smooth look. Now, it's still a bit wet, but even then you can apply more color and make it a bit darker over here. And let's give it some more blue. And I will overlap the magenta a bit. Let's add some more turpentine. And you see how the colors nicely mix in here and makes it a nice purple. And you can keep adding, of course depending on the quality of your paper, but you can keep adding color pencil. Try to work from light color to dark, because otherwise I will get my purple all the way over here, and I want to keep this blue. Now, if you want to clean your paper stump, just wetten it in the turpentine and clean your paper stump till there's no pigment anymore coming off from it. It's still a bit purple, but you see there's no purple anymore, so now it's clean. You can also, well, I did it already a bit, but you can also mix colors. And let's make a nice orange. I add yellow. Maybe you know red and yellow makes orange. So you actually need the three primary colors, blue, yellow and red, to make all the colors of the rainbow. I add some more red. You already see it becomes orange. Still some white of the paper, because I'm coloring only the tops of the mountains, and the white is the valley. That's the best way to explain it, I think. Well, wetten my paper stump, and now I'm filling all those valleys with pigment yellow and red, making orange. You even can deepen this one by adding another color. This one is an indigo, violet blue, it says here. And cleaning my paper stump, because there will always be some pigments in it from the previous coloring. And this way you can give it some more depth. Now, if you want to clean your paper stump, because now it's clean because I've wetted it with turpentine and clean it on a piece of paper. But when it's dry and it's a bit dirty, you can use some sandpaper on a piece of wood. You can buy it like this in your craft store, but you also can make it yourself. Just a piece of sandpaper on a little piece of wood. Go over it, roll the paper stump between your fingers, and you can clean and make a nice point for precision work. You can clean your paper stump. That's it. I hope you try it yourself to dissolve your coloring pencils with some turpentine and blend the colors together. And even now I still can add some color on both sides if I want to. Some turpentine.
Beautiful, Ellen.
And give it some depth. Or add more yellow on top over here.
Yes, it's very vibrant, beautiful colors.
To create beautiful dimension in your drawing. Well, I hope it helped. I hope it was a clear demonstration. And, well, who knows, maybe till next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ellen. Thank you so much. Hope to see you again soon with more demonstrations. Bye.